Welcome back, life scientists. It is day 2 of week 8. Our main focus today is endangered species and LS.11, D and E. So today's agenda, we're going to pull out those student workbooks. Make sure that you have those handy, just like in day 1. Second, I want you to scroll to the beginning of day 2. Third, whenever you're ready, look back at this video. Remember that you can pause this video at any time, so that way you can go at your own pace, write down your notes on your own time, or write down any of your thoughts as we go along. 4, we're going to be taking notes on endangered species using the video on the next slide. For 5 and 6, they blend day 2 and day 3 together, so this is going to be a shorter video, but the projects or the games that you're going to see on day 2 and day 3's material, they can last you the entire week. I want you to take your time with it. I want you to invest in it. I really want you to put your own creative spin, just like with our tiger masks on day 1. Number 5, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the sea turtles game. And then number 6, I'm going to explain what the Saving Endangered Species propaganda project is for you to do for day 2 and day 3. Let's go. So before watching your video, I want you to look at your student workbook. I want you to look at the chart that you see here. And then I want you to fill in the notes for endangered species and extinction. The term endangered species, that means it's an organism that is at risk of extinction. Now, what is extinction, you might ask? Well, just look down a little bit further. Extinction is the dying out or the extermination of a species. Now, on day 1, we talked about, and you've also created beautiful artwork on the tiger. The tiger is close to being extinct. There is actually more tigers found in captivity than there are out in the wild. Its habitat is being lost, they're being hunted, and overall human impact has really caused the decline of the tiger population in recent times. So, with the video that you are about to watch, you're going to be taking notes on deforestation, as well as thinking about how our human impact has negatively harmed ecosystems just like the tigers. But then you're going to be doing something really special. You're going to be doing something wonderful. Not everything that humans do is negative, of course. We can make a positive impact and spread awareness to the tigers as well as all of the endangered species found in our planet with the Endangered Species Propaganda Project at the very end. So let's continue. Make sure again that you're on this page so that way while you're watching this video you can write down your notes, and let's continue. This video is going to be on endangered species and deforestation. This video has been created by the wonderful people at Discovery Education. Let's begin.
Now, I can't just throw this away. That would be bad for the environment. So, that's better. Recycling is just one way we can help preserve the Earth's resources and reduce the impact we humans have on our environment. Human activities have led to changes in animal populations and ecosystems. Did you know that there are more than 7 billion people on Earth? And that number keeps growing. As the number of people increases, we are using more natural resources. The world's demand for fuel, water, shelter, and food are putting a strain on the Earth. Since the population is increasing, humans are taking up more and more of the land for housing and farming. In the process, trees and forests are being cut and cleared away. This is called deforestation. Deforestation often has negative impacts on the ecosystem of the forest. When the trees are cut down, animals lose their habitats or homes, and the entire ecosystem of the forest changes. Plants in the area are affected too. As wild landscapes are cut down to create housing or business space for people, plants are destroyed. Oftentimes, other animals in the area rely on these plants for food. Often, as building occurs, swamps and marshes are drained and filled with soil. The ecosystems surrounding these waterlands are also negatively and permanently altered by humans. Deforestation has led to a dramatic decrease in the amount of wildlife on Earth. Over the past 2 centuries, wildlife has been dying faster than it can reproduce. reproduce. This has been particularly true in the world's tropical rainforests, where more than half of the world's plants and animals live. As rainforests are cut down to make room for human activities, entire ecosystems are at risk, leaving some species endangered. If one species of the rainforest becomes endangered, so is its predators and prey. One example of an animal that has become extinct as a result of the rainforest deforestation is the greater short-tailed bat. This bat was believed to have been around since the dinosaur age more than 60 million years ago. Unfortunately, the greater short-tailed bat was last seen in 1967. This amazing little bat lost its home as humans settled the rainforest. The greater short-tailed bat lost access to the caves it called home and the scrubby underbrush that helped it hide from predators. These bats are not alone. Other animals like West African rhinos, passenger pigeons, Caribbean monk seals, and sea minks have also become extinct during the past 200 years. Let's review what we know about how human activities have affected the world's wildlife population. Here's question 1. What do we call the process in which humans clear away forests to make living and working space? A. Socialization. B. Translation. C. Deforestation. D. Population. The correct answer is C. Deforestation is when forests are cleared away. Question 2. How many people are there currently living on Earth? A. About 3 million. B. About 2 billion. C. Nearly 5 billion. D. More than 7 billion. If you answer D, you know that there are more than 7 billion people on Earth. Question 3. Which of the following is an example of an animal that has become extinct? A. Greater short-tailed bat. B. West African rhino. C. Passenger pigeon. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of those animals are extinct.
Now, I know it wasn't a happy video. They ended it off with a very alarming fact that there are organisms that are continuing to die out because of our human impact. Those 3 are just examples. We don't need to stay there. We don't need to continue killing off these organisms. We can actually reverse the effect and help populations of organisms increase instead of decrease. One way is to get educated about endangered species, to know what's happening to them, to know what we can do here in the United States and everywhere across the world to help them out. So, one way that we can spread awareness is to continue our education with these games. So this game is actually by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This is called the Water Life, Sea Turtles, and the Quest to Nest game. This game has a lot of mini games to help you understand what it takes to protect the loggerhead sea turtles and their habitat. You're going to be greeted by this page once you get to that link on our website, and then you can read through the instructions, watch the intro skit, as well as the other scenarios that they show you. Remember that you can find this under day 3 of week 8 in the RPS at home under Life Science. Now, the other way that we can help spread awareness to endangered species, for endangered species, is to create propaganda that you can share across social media to your friends and family and just around your neighborhood. Now, to the left is one of my old students. She's in high school now. This was back in the 7th grade. For her, but she's created a Save the Tigers poster with information about tigers, her tiger mask that she's glued on into the middle. She's made this to spread awareness to her friends throughout the school. We set these posters up around our hallway so that way other students can read them passing by into their next class, or just stop and take a look at what beautiful artwork there is, as well as figuring out, hey, tigers need our help too. Now, a second way that you can do this is you can use the Canva app that I've put the link down in your student workbook, and create a poster with your online resources. You see that I've chosen the tiger as our focus animal during this project, but you can use whatever organism you want, or you can keep it to all of the endangered species in our planet. Now, this can take more than just a day. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I really want you to take your time with this. I really want you to get creative, like I know you are. This is so important because we don't just live on this planet alone. It's not just us human beings. It's us human beings, as well as all of the living organisms around us. So let's do our part to get educated and to help others become educated on this subject as well. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Well, actually, before I go, make sure that you scroll to the very last page. It's actually on the top of the very last page. So you can click the link for Canva, the resource that I used to create my poster, and then you can click the second link to watch a quick tutorial video on the basics of that app. Now, if you want to create your own poster using your colored pencils, your crayons, your markers, and paper that you have at home, that's great too. If you wanted to create a Google slideshow or a Prezi, if you wanted to use any other medium, you can do that as well. The point of this project is to help spread awareness. It doesn't matter to me what medium you choose. I'd appreciate it either way, and I'm sure that these tigers, if they can talk to you, or these other organisms, if they can speak to you, they would appreciate it too. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And before I forget, in your student workbook, if you want to share your work, just email me at jnunez@rvaschools.net so that way I can share your great artwork, your propaganda, your information that's used to help these endangered species to my friends, to my family, to my coworkers, to the people in my neighborhood, in my community. Thank you. Bye-bye.